We wake up and realize that time doesn't move as fast as it used to. The mornings come quietly now. The air feels cooler, softer. We pour ourselves a cup of tea, open the window, and let the breeze drift in. The sound of birds, the rustle of leaves, the faint hum of life outside. Things we once ignored now hold a gentle kind of beauty. The world hasn't changed much, but somehow we have. We start to notice things we used to overlook. The way sunlight paints golden lines across the table, the way the clock ticks softly in the corner, or how the smell of rain brings back a memory we didn't even know we'd kept. At this stage in life, we're no longer chasing the clock. We don't rush to keep up with anyone. We've learned that some things simply aren't worth the hurry. The race that once seemed endless has finally slowed, and in that stillness, we begin to understand that peace isn't something we find. It's something we grow into. We've all lived through years that moved too quickly, years where every day felt like a task to complete. We worked hard, cared deeply, gave our best. We worried for our families, saved for the future, and told ourselves that one day, when everything settled down, we'd finally rest. We dreamed of slower mornings, of sitting in the garden with no plans, no deadlines, no noise. And then, one day, that moment came. Retirement. A word that once felt far away suddenly became real. The world around us stayed busy, but our own days grew quiet. The alarm clock stopped ringing. The phone didn't buzz as often. The house felt larger, the silence longer. We found ourselves asking, so what now? At first, the quiet felt uncomfortable. We'd spent so many years in motion that stillness felt foreign. But as days passed, the silence began to change. It wasn't empty anymore. It was soft, familiar, almost kind. We started to rediscover life in its simplest form. Mornings became gentler, not something to rush through, but something to savor. We walked outside and felt the warmth of the sun against our skin. We watched the neighborhood slowly wake up, the mailman passing by, the neighbor's dog chasing a ball, the laughter of children walking to school. We began to notice how the seasons change, how spring smells different from summer, how autumn light feels softer, how winter teaches us to appreciate warmth. We watered the plants, read the books we'd once left unfinished, and learned to enjoy the company of our own thoughts. We found peace in small, ordinary moments. A soft chair by the window, a favorite song playing quietly in the background, the aroma of coffee filling the kitchen. And somewhere in those quiet mornings and calm afternoons, we realized that peace was never about silence. It was about acceptance. It was about feeling at ease with where we are, who we are, and what we've lived through. We stopped trying to fix every mistake, to rewrite the past, to plan every tomorrow. Instead, we began to listen, really listen to our own hearts, to the steady rhythm that says, you've done enough, you are enough, and you are still here. Sometimes peace arrives disguised as a simple moment. A phone call from your child asking, Mom, Dad, how are you? And you smile, saying, we're good, dear. We're learning how to enjoy the quiet. Or maybe it's when you sit beside your partner, no words needed, just the sound of the clock ticking between you, and you both know this silence isn't empty. It's full of everything you've shared. The laughter, the tears, the long days and short years. You realize that peace is not something you chase. It's what's left when the chasing ends. There's a certain beauty in aging that no one tells us about. It's not in the mirror or the photographs. It's in the way we see the world. When we're young, we live in the noise. The ambitions, the expectations, the endless doing. But as we grow older, we start to hear the quiet underneath it all. The quiet that was always there, waiting for us to slow down enough to notice. We learn that the world doesn't need us to be fast or flawless. It just needs us to be present. And maybe that's what peace really is. Being present. Fully, gently, gratefully. Sitting on the porch as the sun sets, the sky painted in soft orange and pink, feeling the evening breeze brushing your face, hearing the crickets sing in the grass, that quiet moment when everything feels just right, even if it's not perfect. You take a deep breath and realize, this is enough. I am enough. After a lifetime of movement, of chasing goals, raising families, carrying responsibilities, peace invites us to slow down, to stop measuring life by what we've achieved, and start cherishing it for what we've experienced. The laughter shared over dinner, the hugs that lingered, the tears that taught us strength, the ordinary days that turned into precious memories. Getting older doesn't mean losing who we were. It means returning to ourselves, finally unburdened. Sometimes we look back and wish we had done things differently, spoken softer words, taken more chances, loved more freely. But peace reminds us that regret is just another way of saying we cared. We cared enough to want better. And that's beautiful too. Life was never meant to be perfect, just lived fully and honestly. Every wrinkle, every scar, every gray hair is proof that we did. Proof that we tried, failed, learned, and loved. Proof that we were alive. So we let go, little by little. We let go of comparison, of guilt, of the need to always be right. We forgive others, but more importantly, we forgive ourselves. We stop asking, what's next? And start asking, what's here? And what's here is enough. A warm home, a gentle breeze, a friend's laughter, the taste of a home-cooked meal, the comfort of knowing that you've done your best. Peace is not somewhere far away. It's not something we earn or deserve. It's something we allow. It lives in the moments between words, in the pauses between breaths, in the space where life simply is. It's the calm you feel after a storm, the relief that comes when you stop fighting what's already happened, the warmth of knowing that even if tomorrow never comes, today was beautiful. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, don't regret the passing of time. Time isn't our for everything I've lived, everything I've lost, and everything I still have. I am still here, and I am at peace. And as you drift into sleep, let that peace wrap around you like a blanket, warm, quiet, and full of love. Because after all these years, after everything you've seen and done, you deserve it. You deserve to rest. You deserve to be at peace. Thank you for listening to Just Listen for a Bit. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.